Hello everyone. In this video today I am going to derive the equation of the motion. So there are the three equation of the motion, and the first one is called the v is equal to u plus at, and the second one is called the s is equal to ut plus half at square, and the third one is called the b square is equal to u square plus 2as. These three equations are called the equation of the motion, and today I am going to derive the first equation of the motion, that is called the b is equal to u plus at. So before to derive this equation, uh, you should have to be familiar about the symbol that I represent here in this equation. So here are the 5 different types of the symbols, and the first one is called the u, second one b, third one a, fourth one is s, and the last one is called the t. I think here are the 5 different symbols that are used to express this equation u is u v a s t, and you still have to understand its representation also. Okay, so u means the initial velocity, velocity, velocity. So initial velocity is starting velocity, and the v is called the final velocity, final velocity. And the a means you are familiar about the a is called acceleration, ACCLE, RATION acceleration. And the yes is represent as a distance, don't forget it, DISTANC, distance. Distance is represented by the s, and t, about the t is called the time taken. Okay, so here in the equation of motion there are the 5 different symbols that are used in this equation, and they are called the u, b, a, s, t. And u means initial velocity, b means final velocity, a means acceleration, s means distance, t means time taken. Okay, so you should have to understand on this symbol also. And then there are 3 equations of the motions. I just wrote here in this copy also, you can look at here also. So now here in this video I am going to derive the first equation of the motion, that is called the b is equal to u plus at. So to prove this, we know the formula for the acceleration. So the formula for the acceleration, a is equal to v minus u by t. This is the formula for the acceleration. So the formula for the acceleration is equal to change in the velocity by time taken. So we know the definition of the acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is change in rate of change of velocity. It's called the acceleration, isn't it? You can describe in that way also. So change in velocity means final velocity. So final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. This is called the rate of change of velocity. So this rate of change of velocity is called the acceleration. So you can directly write in this way also. Acceleration is equal to v minus u by t. V means final velocity, u means initial velocity, and b minus u means change in velocity, by t means rate. Okay, so b minus u by t means rate of change of velocity. So here we can do cross multiply, because here in the term there is 1. So while we are doing the cross multiplication, b minus u is equal to a into t, at. So b is equal, you can bring this minus u in right hand side also, so it becomes u plus 80, because here is minus goes another side, it becomes plus. So plus u, and here is plus 80, so plus 80. Therefore b is equal to u plus 80. So we proved, we proved the first equation of the motion. So to prove the first equation of motion, it is very easy for, isn't it? So so to derive the equation of motion, you have to first of all read this equation of the motion, and you still have to understand the symbol represent in this equation. The symbols are the 5 symbols: initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration, distance, and time taken. And then by using the formula for the acceleration, is rate of change of velocity, b minus u by t. By using this formula, you can find the first equation of the motion, that is called b is equal to u plus at. So you can understand in this following diagram also. Because let us consider there is a body in the initial point A and it reaches to the position B, isn't it, at a time t, isn't it, covering a distance d with the acceleration a, and if it has initial velocity u and if it has the final velocity b. You can express in this way also. Again I am going to say it. Let us consider a body is at a position A, reach to the position B at a time t, covering a distance t with the acceleration a, and when the body is in a position A, it has a initial velocity u, and then when it reaches to the position B, it has the final velocity is b. Initial velocity, final velocity, starting velocity, this is the final velocity. When you subtract b minus u, you will get the rate of change of velocity. Okay, so in this way also you can understand, and then in this way also you can derive in this way also. Okay, so for this one, this much for today. Thank you.